to talk to you about ordering rational numbers. So, we have talked about the integers. There's the integer number line. Notice that thing. It's got -10 to +10 on there. And I've just made a smaller number line here. And, we've started talking about rational numbers and said that rational numbers include any numbers that can be written as ratios or fractions. So that means they could be fractions and they could be decimals. They can also be positive or negative. So sometimes you may be asked to order some rational numbers, or you may be asked to place them on the number line. So let's look at a few of these numbers where it says, where would these values be placed? What I want you to remember is that the negative values are always a mirror image of what's going on the positive side, like to the right of 0. So if I was asked to place -1.5 on the number line, I might think about it as being the opposite of 1.5. 1.5 would be between 1 and 2. So -1.5 would be down between -2 and -1. What about 2.33 or 2 and 3300ths? It's almost a third of the way over past 2. So if 3 was here, 2.33 would be somewhere about right there. Okay? What about -1 3/4? Now, you think about that as a decimal as -1.75. Remember, 3/4 is -0.75. You might want to think about taking your fractions and changing them to decimals, and you probably know those quickly in your head, but the shortcut is to divide the numerator by the denominator to get your decimal. So if -1 3/4 is, way over here, it's -1.75, that would be over here closer to -2, which is the same as that, and I could write it either way. About our last one right here, 1/4. 1/4 between 0 and 1. I'm going to estimate that this is about 1/2, so 1/2 of that would be over at 1/4. When you're ordering rational numbers or you're placing them on the number line, remember that if they're given to you as a fraction, you could change them to a decimal. But if they're given to you as a decimal, you might want to think about them as a fraction. Remember that you can do all that.